good morning or good evening. I hope you are all always well. I'm Lulu. These are my daily stories. I hope you share the happiness with every adventure I have with my friend Marshmallow. Here we go. It all began one chilly Saturday morning, when Lulu opened her closet to pick out an outfit and declared with absolute certainty, "I'm not wearing regular clothes today. I declare today Pajama Day. No negotiations." Marshmallow, who had been curled into a cinnamon roll shape at the end of her bed, gave a small approving MRP that sounded suspiciously like agreement. Lulu selected her fluffiest, most magical pajamas, the ones covered in pink stars and crescent moons, with slippers that squeaked like rubber ducks every time she took a step. "Perfect," she said, posing in the mirror. "Comfy, fashionable, and confusing to strangers." After breakfast pancakes with way too much syrup and sprinkles, Lulu turned to Marshmallow. "We're not just having Pajama Day. We're having a pajama parade. Everyone in the neighborhood will join. Even squirrels. Even your enemy, Sir Slinkers, the tabby from down the block." Marshmallow narrowed his eyes at the mention of Sir Slinkers, who once hissed at him just for existing. "I'll be the Grand Marshal," Lulu declared, pulling out her art supplies, and a leftover sparkly crown from her birthday party. "And you, Marshmallow, shall be Supreme Pillow Captain." Marshmallow licked his paw. That sounded like a promotion. The next hour was filled with preparations. Lulu made a banner out of an old bedsheet that read, "Welcome to the first annual Magical Pajama Parade," in purple marker and half a bottle of glitter glue. She set up a pajama checkpoint by the front steps and began handing out invitations to neighbors, mostly by shoving them under doors or slipping them into mailboxes with notes that read, "No pajama, no parade." "Sorry, I don't make the rules." "I do." Love, Lulu. She also gave Marshmallow a megaphone. Why? Because it made her laugh. "Say something inspiring to the people, Marshmallow." He promptly knocked over the megaphone and sat on it. By noon, a small but growing crowd of amused neighbors gathered on the street, all in their various pajamas, fuzzy robes, polka dot pants, superhero-themed onesies, and even a grandpa in an old-timey nightcap holding a cup of tea. There was music, Lulu's playlist of kazoo remixes, bubbles from a bubble machine, and Lulu leading the charge while tossing marshmallows to the cheering crowd like parade candy. Marshmallow rode in a decorated wagon pulled by two confused poodles, wearing sunglasses and a satin cape. The neighborhood mailman even joined in, still in uniform, but with pink bunny slippers. Lulu shouted, "This is the best parade in pajama history." One kid whispered, "I think it's the only parade in pajama history." They marched, or rather shuffled, around the block, stopping occasionally for dramatic poses, dance breaks, and impromptu blanket fort building contests. At one point, a small group of squirrels joined in, hopping from tree to tree wearing tiny paper hats Lulu had made earlier and tossed into the branches. A man watering his plants looked up, blinked twice, and simply said, "Ha!" Even Sir Slinkers, the rival cat, appeared at the edge of a fence. He gave Marshmallow a squinty stare. Marshmallow stared back. They both blinked slowly. A truce. For one day only. The power of pajamas was that strong. The parade ended back at Lulu's front yard, where she had prepared hot cocoa, marshmallow cookies, not made from marshmallow. She made that very clear, in a speech. She stood on a stool, raised her sparkly crown, and declared, "Thank you, pajama people, for making history today. We may not have marching bands, but we have fluffy socks. We may not have floats, but we have floating dreams. And best of all, we have snacks." Everyone cheered. Marshmallow purred loudly beside her, still in his cape and now wearing a pajama eye mask that someone had gifted him mid-parade. That night, after the last cookie was eaten and the final neighbor had waddled home in sleepy stripes and polka dots, Lulu curled up under her star blanket and whispered, "This might have been my greatest idea ever." Marshmallow, nestled in his fleece-lined donut bed, gave a tiny "amar" that sounded like agreement or indigestion from too many treats. Lulu smiled at the ceiling and added the event to her official adventure log. Day, Saturday. Event, Pajama Parade. Mission, Cozy Success. And just before she drifted off to sleep, she wondered aloud, "Do you think we can start a midnight pajama parade next time?" Marshmallow snored. But she took that as a yes.